good morning to you. Yes, President Trump was greeted by a boss at the president's headquarters in Bethlehem this morning. We're told the red carpet was even rolled out for President Trump before their brief ceremony, before their meeting. Now, the Israelis and Palestinians, they haven't held direct talks for more than 3 years. And so President Trump has even acknowledged that a peace agreement would be one of the toughest deals of all. But he remains optimistic that it could be done eventually. Now, this visit follows a warm reception in Israel yesterday, where the president stressed the strong bonds between the U.S. and Israel. The president toured several religious sites there and became the first sitting U.S. president to visit the Western Wall. Now, today, after this meeting with the boss this morning, President Trump returns to Jerusalem, where we are told he will lay a wreath at Israel's Holocaust Memorial. And then he hops back on Air Force One for the third leg of his trip, Italy. He is expected to land in Rome later this afternoon.
Yeah, you planned some busy meetings there in Rome, not only meeting the Pope, but other members of the G7 nations. Thank you, Elizabeth.
And meanwhile, here at home, President Trump is facing another explosive report. He's now accused of urging 2 of his top intelligence officials to deny that there was any collusion between his campaign and Russia.
Sources tell the Washington Post the president made the request separately to the Director of National Intelligence, Dan Coats, and to the NSA Director, Michael Rogers. Both men reportedly denied the request, which they both reportedly deemed to be inappropriate. And the president's former national security advisor is pleading the fifth, Michael Flynn, refusing to comply with a subpoena calling for him to turn over documents to the Senate committee looking into Russian election meddling. And a top Democrat in the House says he has evidence that Flynn apparently lied about taking payments from Russia, misleading investigators who were reviewing his security clearance.
And the White House is unveiling President Trump's budget today, calling for some deep cuts to entitlement programs and increases in other areas. The plan includes $1.7 trillion in cuts over the next decade. It would slash Medicaid by $800 billion and cut the food stamps program. Meanwhile, it would boost spending on the military and infrastructure and would pay for a family leave program championed by Ivanka Trump. And we learned overnight about a U.S. raid in Yemen. The Pentagon confirms that ground raid targeted an al-Qaeda compound, killing at least 7 fighters. Al-Qaeda's affiliate in Yemen has claimed responsibility in the past for the failed underwear bombing in 2009, as well as the Charlie Hebdo attack in Paris 2 years ago.
When we come back, more on the breaking news story, that explosion at an Ariana Grande concert in England. At least 22 people killed in the concert.